By now we know how this go. It's my 2 cents. I'm going to give you 10 topics. We're going to do some quick takes on them. Just let me know how you feel. All right? First topic. Baker Mayfield was traded to the Panthers this week. What you think?
I think it was the right move. I couldn't see him going back and playing for Cleveland.
Right.
What you would say, send him to what that is up there, Seattle, but
they didn't want him.
Not only did they not want him, but it seemed like they're in a rebuild.
Right.
Baker Mayfield don't seem like a rebuild quarterback.
Right. Mayfield was traded for a 5th-round pick. Also, the Browns are gonna pay. The Browns are gonna pay $10 million of his salary, and the Panthers are only gonna be on the hook for $5.5 million. So he got a quarterback competition with Sam Darnold too. I think he can win that. Next topic: Nipsey Hussle killer found guilty. Mm-hmm. What you think?
I think we knew he was gonna be found guilty.
A lot of witnesses.
It was on camera. It was a lot of witnesses. You seen the world seen the whole thing. I'm pretty sure everybody on the jury seen the whole thing.
Right.
There's no way that, you know what I'm saying, even though they'd be like, oh, act like you never knew nothing about this. They seen all of that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I expected.
He got 3 felony charges for shooting Nipsey Hussle in 2019. The public defender was trying to argue that was too steep because he swear the murder wasn't premeditated. Nipsey accused him of being a snitch, and dude walked away, went to his car 9 minutes later, came back and gunned him down. Next topic: true or false? Hip hop is detrimental to the community.
I think it plays a part. I agree. I think it plays a part because we're impressionable as a people.
Right.
We're impressionable, and it paints a picture of what life should be.
Right.
And people follow that. You can say parents should have this much inclusion, whatever. I mean, this much persuasion over their kids, whatever, and that's true. Parents should be a part of their lives, but think about when you was growing up and you wanted to be a wrestler.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't a rapper, but it was still an influence that was outside of your parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, in my opinion, I think that's too broad a statement because it's a lot of rappers and hip hop artists that also they preach positivity.
Well,
and
that's true.
The thing is the media don't play them as much as they play the ones that are controversial because controversy is what sells. What does protect black women mean to you?
Protect black women to me means stand up for black women.
Right. Against what?
Anything that you think isn't right.
Right.
Anything that go against the moral compass for real.
Right.
Making sure that they good in any way. So like if that come to protecting her physically, or you see she need help, and if you able to lend a hand, not so much. I'm not speaking so much financially, but just help in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout just everyday life, you see a woman that need help doing something, or that you can offer your help and assisting her do that. I think all those kind of ways are intertwined in protecting black women.
I can agree with you. I didn't stop and helped a woman change a tire before just because I saw that woman looks a lot like my mama and my sister. So I can agree with you. Protect black women means to me, a lot of times when people say it, they want you as a black man to simply be a line of defense for them, out in public. I'm a family man and I got girls, so unfortunately I'm not likely to protect another woman physically, if it will compromise me, because I have to save that for them. But I do believe that means we have to stand up for them, we have to encourage them, and we have to bring them up as we come up.
Yeah, agreed.
Next topic. Glorilla signs a deal with CMG. That's Yo Gotti's label. What you think?
I don't know what to think because I was introduced to her. Obviously, she got more music. And I just seen a freestyle that she had, flow style or something like that. I seen on YouTube.
She got bars?
It was decent.
Okay.
It was aight.
So she got famous for the fuck nigga free. Yeah.
That shit is cringe.
Yeah.
Okay, so cringe.
Okay, so a lot of women been standing up for it. So I get I get that.
Have you seen the video? My first time hearing the song was watching the video.
Bro, it's ratchet as hell. It's ratchet.
Oh, it's cringe,
but for every genre of music that make it, it's an audience for it. That wasn't made for you and I. That was made for somebody else.
That shit is cringe.
She showed up to a private jet to sign her deal with her girls. She got a bag of money.
And it almost looked like the video.
Yeah. She got a bag of $500K in this chain with a G on it. It was fire.
Yeah, I saw it. All right, she got her teeth fixed too, because when she first recorded that Fuck Nigga Free shit, her shit was...
Yeah, good shit. Next topic. True or false? Masculinity is a prison.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yo, I can give you some context. I can give you some context to it too.
Because that sounds like some simp ass shit for real.
When I originally heard it, it was a gay dude that said it.
Okay.
And I initially jumped to, well, he's gay, right? He doesn't want to be masculine anyways. But then when he explained it, he started talking about the idea of a man having to be strong all the time and being a pillar for other people is exhausting. He says he felt like it was a prison.
I think we're breaking those barriers though, right? Well, maybe. A man is allowed to be vulnerable, especially when it comes to with a woman. If you with the right woman, she'll allow or encourage her man to be vulnerable. So it's not looked at as you gotta be. So this depends on what you think masculinity is at that point. Right, because you don't gotta be so machismo now.
Right.
You allowed to be vulnerable and be in tune with your emotions and shit, and that's not looked at as weak.
Right.
And I think it's a
not
difference.
Like it used to be.
I think it's a difference between being vulnerable and being in tune with your emotions, and being a bitch ass nigga. Those are two different things.
All right. Next topic. I want to talk about Zion. Zion Williamson signed a rookie extension, 5 years, $193 million, with the option of being $231 million if he makes an All-NBA team, MVP, or wins Defensive Player of the Year. What's your thoughts?
Okay, so I think that's a gamble for him. But it's a big gamble for them too, and this is why I say that. Because of that injury, we don't know what it's gonna look like if he gonna continuously
missed the whole year.
Yeah, we don't know if he gonna continuously get injured. That can potentially stop him from getting that.
Right.
Even though 100 and something million is still a lot.
Right.
That injury can potentially stop him from getting that.
Yeah,
but
he got
on the other side of that,
injury protection. So
right, but on the other side of that, if that motherfucker come back and he healthier than ever,
it's going to be a problem.
Damn.
I saw what they did in the playoffs this year. I think adding Zion to what they did in the playoffs, that's like adding a superstar player. Zion averaged 27. Before I looked at the numbers, I wasn't ready. I didn't agree with the deal. I just felt like they had to do the deal. But I didn't agree with it based on the amount of games he hadn't played.
Hey, that motherfucker.
His numbers say if you add him to what they got going on right now, they should go a couple more rounds than what they went.
That motherfucker scary, bro.
Oh,
and
God.
He down there looking like the youngest of the West.
On God.
He's scary.
Next topic. Is there a level of privilege that comes with being pretty?
Yeah. Of course it is. We look at even as a man, I'm going to look at a prettier woman. I'm going to look at all women with respect. Like, I'm going to treat all women respectful, true enough.
Right.
But.
Caveat.
But. Yeah.
He has to say that.
My actions towards a pretty woman, or the more inclined I'll be to engage with a pretty woman versus a woman that I don't find so aesthetically pleasing,
right,
is not level.
Well, the idea has been proven. It's a principle that people that look better than the average person end up having more opportunities and are treated different than regular people. So it is a true concept, but I've been guilty of it myself.
I think we all are.
Yeah,
you more inclined to do something for even someone that you like.
Even babies are more reactive to nice looking faces.
I was about to say, is it acceptable to say a baby ugly?
No. I'm saying their reactions to who's home. Okay. Next topic. I know you want to talk about this one. Steven Jackson visiting O Block. I saw a lot of what people had to say about this. What you think first?
I think Steven Jackson is a goofy, bro. I think he's a goofy. Not only for that, I've always thought he was a goofy, and this is why. Steven Jackson is synonymous with the championship that the Spurs won.
Right.
You can't say that. You can't talk about that championship without talking about Steven Jackson. He can hang his hat on that. And now he having success in the media. Mm-hmm. He can hang his hat on that, and we can hold Steven Jackson in high regard, right?
Okay.
Instead of him hanging his hat on that, he hangs his hat on being a hood nigga
in the hood
from who played a big part in not the championship but the Malice in the Palace. Right. He bring that up in every conversation, which is why I stopped watching All the Smoke, because every conversation he bring up how he was such a real nigga for Malice in the Palace. Right. And then you go to O Block in the hood and say, "Oh, this in me, not on me," or whatever the fuck.
Just
people
start
saying.
taking pictures.
Yeah, I'm out here where y'all can't go because I'm this and that. Let's break this down.
Is what he said.
A little bit. Just give me a couple seconds. Because if you from Houston, you know that Port Arthur ain't the hood like talking about.
I mean, see, that's where I was coming from.
Port Arthur ain't like O Block, bro.
Okay. Respectfully though, I get it, because they say O Block the most dangerous area in Chicago, right? But I got love for Steven Jackson. I don't like that. I don't listen to his podcast much, only when they got like viral shows. I didn't like how they treated Kwame Brown on his show when they started having them issues and Stephen A. jumped in. I didn't like that, and I don't really like this here.
I'll give you another thing from Port Arthur. I'll give you another thing not to like. When George Floyd died, his quote-unquote twin brother, every news report he did, he made sure he showed his face on every news outlet to talk about it. And all he talked about the whole time was, literally, George Floyd called me and asked me for some clothes because he couldn't get it for himself, and I went and gave him the clothes. I went and bought the clothes for him. I did this for him. I did that for him. As a dead man, this is how you pay your honor to him, or this is how you speak in his name, by saying what you did for him. I don't believe in doing things for people and then putting that out. Saying, here, do this, do that, here's this, here's that, and then I go tell the world, hey, yo, I did this for Jay. I don't believe in that type of shit.
I ain't catch that.
He did.
I didn't catch that. I did hear him
interview.
speak. Well, I did hear him speak a couple of times, and I'm on the other side of the barrel, because I do think that, you know, he was real vocal when it came to George Floyd.
But that's all he was saying. He wasn't saying shit. But the police killing us. George Floyd died with a knee on the neck for, 8 minutes and something. And I gave him all these clothes and woo, I did this.
I didn't look at what he was saying.
Come on, bro, it was irrelevant. It ain't had nothing to do with the cause.
It was in 2020. I do not remember what he was saying.
What did it serve? What purpose does it serve for us to know that Steven Jackson gave George Floyd clothes? When George Floyd was down and out. That's just like going downtown and feeding the homeless with a camera. That's the same exact shit.
I've seen clowns do that.
It's the same exact shit. And for that, I don't fuck with Steven Jackson because of that type of shit. And he has a platform, bro. Steven Jackson, the people that he's trying to touch, he has a platform to where he can push a real message, a real positive message, because people gonna listen to them. The president that they setting with starting a podcast where you can smoke on TV, on pay-per-view TV, damn near, shit like that. And so you got this platform, and this is what you do with it?
Right.
Oh, I'm in O Block? And then to take it even further, the guys from O Block don't even know, bro, that they're being looked at like a fucking petting zoo or something.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, let's go visit O Block. Let's go see what it looks like. Like it's a tourist attraction. Yeah, of these kids that's acting like.
And they just glad to see Steven Jackson.
And they just glad to see Steven Jackson, not knowing they getting exploited for real. Yeah. This is all our entertainment.
Stop it. Bradley Beal, let's talk about his new deal. I only wanted to talk about this because he got the league's only no trade clause in his deal. You got thoughts about that one?
I think
$251 million, 5 years.
This is why I think that the no trade clause part is irrelevant. Because Bradley Beal's the only attraction they got, which is why they're willing to give him $250-something odd million.
I think that, so I'm not going to lie to you. When I found out that he got the only no trade clause, that was wild to me, because I can think of at least 4 or 5 other guys who should have no trade clauses. A guy like Steph, Dame Lillard, Like some of these guys, there's other guys. LeBron,
they don't need it though.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
because
like,
you're not trading those type of guys.
Yeah, but they not trading them out of respect, right? These guys, they're not being traded because the GMs do not want to be known, or they don't want their organizations to be known for trading star players without their consent. What happened the last time it happened? The last time it happened and it went viral was when Kawhi Leonard was sent from San Antonio to the Raptors. A week or two before, they had a talk with DeMar DeRozan and told him he was good. Then they traded him for Kawhi Leonard. When that happened, DeMar DeRozan, he sounded off about it because and he told us before, they said he was good. They said he wasn't about to be traded. And now, like, they had a problem before, but now they having an even bigger problem getting free agents to come join them. And I think that's why they
wasn't
not
DeMar
trading.
DeRozan dealing with injury, though?
I mean, not more so than Kawhi Leonard. I don't think that's...
At the time, more than Kawhi Leonard.
Nah. I don't think... It's not a lot of niggas that dealt with more injury than Kawhi Leonard, bro.
Up to now, yeah. But when he got to Portland... when he got to Toronto, it wasn't as bad as what it is now.
He got 1 year.
He didn't start missing till what?
He got 1 year in with Toronto. Won the
and it was a good year.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. At that time, DeRozan was hurt.
Right. No, I get why. I'm talking about the idea that they told their star player that he wasn't going to be traded. Yeah, this is why the no trade clauses. Exactly. This is why the no trade clauses haven't been relevant as far as. But I also found out that a lot of these guys don't have that in their deal because they couldn't have it. Apparently, to get a no trade clause, you got to be in the league for 8 years. You got to be an 8-year veteran, and you got to have spent 4 years with the team that's giving you the no trade clause. The problem with most of these guys is
they bounce around.
No,
or they knew.
Not that. The problem with these guys is the ones that who could get that. The ones who could get that no trade clause, they tend to sign an extension to their deal before it expires. So, like, you'll be at the team on the 4th year, you'll sign that extension instead of finishing the 4th year, hitting free agency or whatever, and then signing the extension. So that's why. Sure, but that's been the case for a long time. Only 9 of the players in league history have had no trade clauses. You can imagine who they were.
I get it. He the reason why they sell the little tickets that they do sell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He they guy. He been that guy. He been
main
loyal
attraction.
to him. Main attraction. He gonna sell tickets. I get it.
You had one more topic?
I did.
Go ahead.
What was it?
You was talking about Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar
Black Ink Crew.
Yeah.
Caesar's crew from Black Ink. Caesar from Black Ink Crew was fired from the network because I guess his dogs were fighting, and he couldn't break them up. Muscled, these swole like pit bull type dogs. He couldn't break them up, so he picked up a folding chair and hit them like to break them up to separate them. And they called it animal cruelty and fired him from the network. Like.
Look, I didn't.
He was at the shop.
There a video?
Yeah. He was at the shop taping when he got the call that he was fired. He was at the shop taping.
Okay, that's wild. I don't know much about Caesar and Black Ink Crew, so I can't go into them kind of details. But there's a animal rights group. There's an animal rights society of multiple groups that you cannot offend by that. And although I think that sounds petty as hell, especially if that's how he got the big dogs to stop fighting. Sound petty as hell.
Yeah,
but
who else was going?
Those groups, they push for shit like that. Those groups, they push for shit like that.
That's
and
crazy.
the issue is that there's so many of them, they got some control over the economy as well.
So the ones that's pushing for that would be my question. How would you suggest him to get the dogs to stop? How would you have got them dogs to stop? Or do you just prefer that they go at it until one of them kill each other?
I think the best action, I think the best action is preventative action.
You a part of PETA or what?
I'm just thinking like, can you separate your dog? How long have you had these dogs? Why are they sitting here? Do they coexist normally? You know what I'm saying? Probably. And if they don't,
dogs very different when they get in heat and shit like that, though.
You know what I mean?
They get angry, especially the women dogs, the female dogs.
Yeah.
When they get in heat, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that before too.
They get a little aggressive and shit.
Yeah.
I want a boxer, bro. Doberman Pinscher.
Yeah, I got 2 dogs. I'm good.
What kind?
Dogs.
Okay, you got much. All right.